Welcome and namaste to today's prenatal yoga class for all trimesters. I invite you to take some props to support yourself. Today we need a yoga bolster. If you don't have a yoga bolster, you can take a big pillow, you need a folded blanket and 2 yoga blocks. If you don't have yoga blocks, you can also take 2 books. And now you can sit on your folded blanket in a comfortable position of your choice. And one more information to you. When we're pregnant, we have a lot of hormones working in our body. For example, the hormone relaxin. And relaxin is helping us to transform into being a mother, into carrying and growing a baby within us. But these hormones help our body to really get loose and to widen and to change. So our ligaments, our muscles, our tissue is more loose, more flexible. And that makes you more vulnerable to injure yourself. So I invite you today to know and respect your boundaries, to not push yourself too hard, to be really gentle and more gentle as you would be usually. And now find a comfortable seated position of your choice. Take the blanket underneath your sitting bones to be elevated and to have a straight spine. And then close your eyes for a moment. Take a few deep breaths in and out of your nose. To place one hand of your heart and one hand on your belly. Welcome yourself in today's yoga practice on your mat. And welcome your baby. And just give yourself a moment to relax, to really arrive in your practice on your mat. And do a little check-in, how you feel today, what do you bring onto your mat, who are you right now? And just observe yourself from an objective perspective as you would fly above yourself, looking down and just seeing how you feel right now, what you need. And from here, we start with our Bu Mudra. Bu in Sanskrit means earth, so it's the Mother Earth Mudra. And we take our peace fingers and place them on the ground. And keep your eyes closed and feel the contact to the ground underneath you. Feel your sitting bones, your legs on the ground. Feel your fingers on the ground. And feel your straight spine, your crown reaching towards the ceiling. Today's yoga class is about stability and grounding for you and your baby in your pregnancy. And I invite you to imagine a beautiful diamond in your pelvic floor area. So in between your pubic bone, your tailbone, and your sitting bones. That your pelvic floor carries a beautiful, glittering, shiny diamond. And this diamond gives you a stability. It holds your womb, it holds your baby. And it gives you strength and stability as you transform into a mother, as you growing new life within you. And with your next exhale, Exhale deeply and imagine that this beautiful diamond elevates higher towards your belly, towards your baby. And with your inhale, your diamond, your pelvic floor lowers and relax. Exhale again. Your beautiful diamond is rising. Feel a little bit tension, just very gently rising. And with your inhale, feel it lowering, widening, relaxing. Exhale, feel this gentle rise as this diamond comes towards your baby, maybe even towards your heart with its energy. And inhale, lower, relax. It expands and widens into a relaxing state. Stay with this breathing technique as you imagine that from this beautiful diamond shape, there are roots growing out of your pelvic floor, out of your legs, into the earth. And roots from your baby and from you, from both of you, growing into the earth, interwoven with each other, intertwined. The roots of your baby and your roots becoming one root system, growing into the earth, into the fertile soil of Mother Earth, connecting with all of life existing, getting nourished from all the life on this earth, from Mother Earth, from nature, and giving you stability and grounding, rooting you deep into your true nature. And at the same time, out of your diamond-shaped pelvic floor, out of your placenta, there is new life growing like a tree. A beautiful, strong trunk is growing through your spine, connecting to your baby, and you both will grow a beautiful tree up towards the ceiling. And the beautiful crown of the tree is growing above you. So you and your baby connected as one, growing a beautiful tree of life down into the earth through your root system and up into the sky through the crown of the tree. And I invite you to stick with this picture throughout our yoga class. Take a few more deep breaths here. You can release your breathing technique now. Just allow yourself to really breathe deeply into your pelvic floor, into your belly, to your baby, into your heart. And from here, slowly bring your palms together. Place them in front of your heart. Bow your forehead to your fingertips. And maybe you set an intention for today's class. Maybe connected to our topic, stability and grounding. Whatever you need, you wish for, you can set this intention for today's class. And then you gently open your eyes. Maybe you change the position you sit in. And we start with some gentle Sufi circles. First, just move and circle your hips gently. Your knees can move with you. And you can still feel your sitting bones grounding, rooted into the ground underneath you. And maybe your belly or chest, your shoulders start circling. Big, soft circles. And imagine embrace your baby gently with your belly, with your core. And you swing your baby like in a hammock. Change the direction. A joyful, calming little swing, waking both of you up. Awakening your hips, your spine, your whole body. Maybe circling your shoulders forth and back. And calmly, deeply breathing. And slowly you circle to an end. And you extend your left leg to the side. You bring your right leg in like a half butterfly position. Make sure that both of your sitting bones are grounded equally. Your spine is long and straight. And with your inhale, raise your arms towards the ground as this beautiful crown of the tree of your life is growing up. And then place your left hand on the inside of your leg and exhale. We find a nice little side stretch. Your left side is leaning towards your left leg and find length in your right side, in your rib cage. With your exhale, relax into this position. And you can think diagonal so that you don't collapse in your left side, but you feel the length in both side bodies. With your next inhale, come up to the center and exhale, twist to the right side. But very gently here, and imagine again that you embrace your baby with your belly, with your core, and twist it gently to the right side. And then your chest, your heart, and your shoulders are following. With your inhale, find length in your spine. Grow up towards the sky and down with your pelvic floor towards Mother Earth. And then place your right hand behind you. With your next inhale, circle your left arm up. Lift your hips, lift your heart. And also here, think more diagonal than backwards. So really lengthen your left side. Here, lean back. Trust into life, being carried by Mother Earth. Exhale, calm down again. Raise both hands and you bring your hands into a lotus mudra. So your pinky and your big finger, your thumb, come together like a beautiful lotus flower. And you bring the flower to your heart. The lotus mudra, the lotus flower, is standing for transformation. When you face changes in your life, that you can transform into a new state in your life. But it also represents the beauty and the magic of life and the beauty and the sweetness of this beautiful lotus blossom. And this we want to invite today while you place your lotus flower on your heart. And then release, bring your arms up again. And exhale, forward fold. Very gently place your fingertips on the ground. Keep your spine straight and make sure that your belly has always enough space. You can stay here or you can lower a little bit. Depends how you feel today. Just acknowledge and respect your boundaries. Inhale and exhale, soften into this forward folds. Your sitting bones keep grounded. Soft pelvic floor. And inhale, walk your hands back. And gently change the side. Extend your right leg. Place your left leg inside. Raise your arms like this beautiful growing tree. And exhale, place your right arm on the right side of your leg. Side stretch here. Feel how your left side of your rib cage expanding. Find length and stretch. Your shoulders are far away from your ears. Really try to relax your body as much as possible. With your next inhale, come up again. And with your exhale, twist gently to the left side. Engage here again your belly. Embrace your baby gently. And turn it to the left side. And then your heart and your shoulders follow. Also here, keep grounded through your pelvic floor, through this beautiful diamond, growing roots into the earth, and a strong, beautiful tree towards the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, gently come back. Raise your arms again with your next inhale. Bring your hands into Lotus Mudra. You can look up. And you can really invite your intention. What do you need? What do you want for the next step in your life, for your current situation? Maybe it's beauty, sweetness, ease, and the support of the transformation into motherhood, to carrying your baby. And then bring this beautiful lotus flower to your heart. One breath here. And release. Place your left hand behind you. Inhale, circle your right arm. Diagonal here. Lean into the stability and the grounding of this yoga class. And exhale, come down again. Straighten your spine, take a moment, and whenever I say with your next inhale, with your next exhale, really find your own pace of breathing here. So with your next inhale, raise your arms, and exhale, place your fingertips on the ground, lean forward. Maybe just very gently. It depends on your belly size and how you feel today. You can move towards the ground, you can bow down. And with your next inhale, walk your fingers back. Release your legs and come into a tabletop position. You can place your blanket on the back of your mat. And you can already bring your blocks to the right and the left side to the front of your mat, so you have them whenever you need them. And then we come to a tabletop position, and very often in pregnancy we get like wrist pain, tension in our wrist, or even problems with our carpal tunnel. So you can place your palms on the ground. You can also come onto your fists, so your wrist is straight and strong, or to your fingertips, like tippy toes. So find whatever position is good for you. And inhale, raise your heart, come into cat. And exhale, cow, cat-cow here. If cow doesn't feel good to you, you can just come into a neutral tabletop position with a neutral spine here. And then exhale, come into cat position. And inhale into straight spine. So find your own way, cat-cow. Maybe you circle a little bit like a snake. Circle your neck and your shoulders, your hips. And then place your fingertips to the outside, so to the left and the right. And then we can circle above our wrists to strengthen and mobilize our wrists, one direction and the other. And Here again, we keep the feeling of embracing our baby with our core. So it's whole like in a beautiful hammock here. And then release here, come to your fists and open your hands and close, open and close. And you come back to a sitting position. And we want to stretch our wrists. So bring your palm, face your palm forward. Give it a little stretch. Your shoulders flow down towards the ground. And change. Place the back of your hand to the front. Keep breathing deeply. Take this quiet time, this quiet little stretch to really relax again. And remind yourself in breathing deeply. Change the side. And these are wonderful stretches for the wrist. Like I said, if you have pain in your wrists, tension, or even carpal tunnel issues, that is a wonderful stretch you could do in everyday life. And it will help you to release pain. And interlock your fingers and circle your wrists, to rotate them, to mobilize your wrists. The other direction. And keep breathing into your pelvic floor, to your baby and to your heart. So your baby's heart and your heart connecting through your breath. Okay, wonderful. We come back to tabletop, your variation, and then bring your right leg back, tuck your toes, and then push into your heel to lengthen the back side of our right leg. Release, and then walk back into Malasana, so into our yogi squat. You can keep your heels lifted, you can place your heels on the blanket, or you can sit on your blanket or on a yoga block, whatever helps you in this position. Bring your palms together, inhale here, and exhale, walk back into tabletop position. From here we step forward with our right leg to the outside of our hand, so you have enough space in your belly and in your hips. And if you want to, you can now take your block, so you can bring the ground a little bit higher. Inhale here, and maybe we swing a little bit back and forth. And then you can bring your hands to your thigh, come up. If you want to, you can stay here 90-90, so you don't have too much of a stretch in your hips. And then bring your hands to your hips and bring your right hip a little bit back, so your hips are very square, and keep you stable here. And then inhale, raise your arms into a low lunge. And exhale, place your hands on the blocks, pull back and lengthen your front leg for a half Hanumanasana, half split. Long spine here. Exhale. And inhale, bend your front leg again, raise your arms. Once more, exhale, hands to your block, straighten your front leg, bow down. And inhale, raise again. Lengthen your spine here as you grow out of your pelvic floor towards the ceiling. And exhale, bow down. And then bend your front leg and step back into tabletop. And bring your blocks to the side. Cat-cow if you wanted to neutralize whatever movement you need here. And then find a neutral tabletop position. Place your left leg back. Wake up the back side of your left leg. Keep deeply breathing here. Think about this beautiful diamond shape in your pelvic floor. And then walk back into Malasana again. Your variation here, a low or a supported Malasana. Bring your palms together, maybe even in Lotus Mudra today, to really set your attention again, to invite the sweetness, the beauty, the grounding of plants, of all of life. And then slowly release, walk into tabletop and step forward with your left leg to the outside of your hands. You can place your blocks inside if needed. And here swing back and forth as you would swing your baby again in this beautiful hammock. Gently wake your hips up. And then you come up here, maybe into 90-90 position. Bring your hands to your hips, tilt your left hip a little bit back so they're square. And then imagine that your tailbone tucks in and your pubic bone pulls forward a little bit, that your hips are a little bit like square and straight and stable. And then grow with your inhale up towards the ceiling again. And exhale, straighten your front leg. Find your blocks here to gently bow down. With your inhale, come up again. Raise your arms. And exhale, half Hanumanasana. Inhale up again. Exhale, half Hanumanasana. Bend your front leg. Place your block at the outside of your mat. And go back into tabletop position. And you can either stay in tabletop now, or if you still practice downward facing dog, tuck your toes under, lift your hips gently and find a downward facing dog. You can keep your legs hip width apart or even wider, so you have a lot of space for your belly here. Walk the dog. Or you stay in tabletop, maybe go through a few cat and cow movements here, and then you look forward and you walk towards your hands. And we come into a half forward fold. Also here you can take your blocks if you want to, and you can always stay in this half forward fold if that feels better to you, if a full forward bend is too much. With your exhale you can come into a full forward bend, keep your knees slightly bent and your feet hip width apart or even a bit more to keep space for your belly and your baby. Inhale, half forward fold, and then bend your knees a little bit more, bring your hands to your thighs, and with a straight spine, come up into standing position. Inhale, raise your arms, bring your hands in Lotus Mudra together, and exhale, place your hands in front of your heart. And then release here and find a very grounding Tadasana. So your roots grow deep through your soles. So your feet are rooted into the ground and you have very strong legs here. Your tailbone tucks again and your pubic bone pulls forward a little bit. Your hips are square, very stable stand. Maybe a tiny little bend in your knees. And then you embrace your baby, your belly gently as you would hug it. So you hold it gently in your belly. And then keep your chest open. Imagine a beautiful sun is shining out of your heart. And then roll your shoulders back a few times. So you can almost feel your shoulders blades touching. Your chin tucks a little bit towards your chest, and imagine that an invisible string is pulling your crown upwards. So you really have this feeling of pulling upwards as a tree growing towards the sun and roots growing into the earth. So very stable and healthy standing position. Then interlock your fingers. Inhale, raise your arms, and exhale, bring your right leg behind your left leg and stretch to the left side. Beautiful full side stretch. Inhale, come back. Exhale, bring your hands down, rounding a little bit, rounding your spine. Inhale, raise again, and exhale, place your left leg behind the right one and stretch your whole left side. Inhale again, and exhale, rounding. And then you bring your hands to your hips, find a stable position on your right leg and step back with your left leg. So we can find a warrior two position, and you can see how wide you want your stance. So you can be kind of in one line, but I would recommend to find a wider stance so that you really have a lot of balance here. And then bend your front leg gently, and then raise your arms in one level with your shoulders. And feel this grounding, feel how you're stable through your strong legs, connected to earth and hold and rooted by it. Inhale here, exhale, come into reversed warrior. We're flowing through a dancing warrior now. Inhale, warrior two, exhale, extended side angle. Place your right arm on your thigh, and feel the stretch in your left side. Inhale, warrior two again. And from here, bring your hands to your hips and bring your feet parallel to each other. Your toes point like 45 degrees outwards. Find a stable position here again. Inhale, raise your arms for the star position. So really, you can receive now everything you want to invite into your life. Bring your hands into Lotus Mudra. Exhale, come into Goddess. So your knees are in one line with your big toe. Inhale, star position again. Receive everything into your lotus flower. And exhale, bring it to your heart to blossom for the sweetness of life, of new growth and birth. Exhale, calm down again. Inhale once more. And exhale into Goddess. And really feel how this beautiful diamond is expanding and holding your whole upper body here. Inhale again. Walk your feet closer to each other and come to the front of your mat again. Interlock your fingers. Bring your arms up. Exhale, right leg behind the left one. This beautiful side stretch again. Inhale, center. Exhale, rounding. With your next inhale, up and exhale to the other side. Inhale up. And then step back with your right foot into warrior two. Find a wide stand here too. However you really feel stable here. And then find a warrior two and feel the strength. The strength of a mother, and at the same time the softness connected to nature. Nature is strong, can face every obstacle, every different kind of weather, every situation, and at the same time it's just growing, it's soft Exhale, lean back, reversed warrior. And really lean back into the beauty of life, of pregnancy, of new life growing within you. And back into warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. And come back. Hands to your hips. Close your feet. Bring them parallel to each other. Again, find also here a stand what gives you a lot of stability. And then raise your arms again into Lotus Mudra. And exhale into Goddess Pose. And also here really feel like you really find grounding, roots growing out of your pelvic floor into the ground. Place your right arm on your right thigh. Lift your left arm and exhale, lean to the right side for beautiful side body stretch. Inhale, center. Exhale, left side. Inhale, center. Release, walk your feet back, step to the front of your mat. And now we need a wall because we come into a tree variation. So you place all your weight, your balance on your right foot. And you can either bring your left leg to your ankle, to your calf, or even to your thigh. But you can keep your balance on the wall with your right hand. And you can place your left hand on your heart if you want to. This is variation number 1. If you feel balanced enough, you can place your both hands in Lotus Mudra in front of your heart. Or even if you want to go further, you can let this lotus flower rise above your head. Really feeling this beautiful tree pose. How you're stable and grounded. At the same time, how the crown, how the fruits of the tree growing towards the sun. How new life can grow within you and through you. One more breath here. And release, bring your right hand back to the wall. Release your left leg. Maybe you circle, you release your legs a little bit. And then find again stability on your right foot and step back with your left foot into a warrior 1 variation. Also here, find a wide stand so you can really feel stability. Bring your hips square here again. And then you bring your fingers within each other. I can show you like this. Your fingertips are interlocked. And you pull towards each side. And this is the Ganesha Mudra. And the Ganesha Mudra is standing for strength and courage. When you face challenging situations and obstacles in life, you can call on to support you to move slowly and smoothly through this process. And with your inhale, release and relax. And exhale, pull and lower a little bit into warrior 1. Inhale, release, come up. And exhale, pull. Feel the strength within you. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull. Like you're so rooted, no storm can bring you out of balance anymore. Inhale, release. And once more, exhale, pull. Feel the strength within you. And then release from here. Place your back foot on the ground. And then make sure your blocks are close to you, left and right of your right leg. Make sure your hips are square and you find a stable stand. And we come into pyramid and we just Bend forward. The front leg is a micro bend. Your spine is straight here. And then you place your hands on the blocks, whichever height is good for you. And you can stay here. Depends on the size of your belly and how you feel, how your circulation feels. Or if you want to, you can lower a little bit more. But remember to really respect your own boundaries here. It is not wrong or false to stay a little bit more gently in this position. One more breath here. And inhale, come into kind of like half forward fold. Bring your hands to your hips with straight spine. Rise again and come to the front of your mat. Your blocks stay close. And now we change the side. So you place your left hand on the wall, find stability on your left leg. And there are these three different variations. You can either bring your right foot on your ankle, on your calf. Please spare your knee joint, or on your inner thigh. Whatever feels good for you. All different variations are wonderful. And then place your right hand on your heart. If you want to and want to go further, you can bring your hands into Lotus Mudra to your heart, or even raise it above you. Feel the stability. Nature is just growing. It's just so connected to life. Nature's life itself. And it is not fighting against it. It is just in its natural flow of growing. It's in its natural flow of the seasons, of like coming back to the earth in the winter, falling down and dying, and then the spring producing new growth. And you are in the spring process right now to produce new life within you. This beautiful, magical time. Bring your left hand to the wall again. Release your leg. And then find stability on your left leg, hands to your hips, and step back into a warrior one variation. Maybe your heel lifts if you feel stable with that. Your hips are square. And then bring your fingers together again. So you can pull, like in the Ganesha Mudra, it looks like this. You can pull to each side, but your hands are strong together. Inhale, release. And exhale, lower and pull. Inhale, release. Exhale, lower and pull. This is a very energizing asana, mudra. What gives you the strength you need to become a mother, to give birth, to carry a baby within you. And at the same time, it gives you the gentleness, the sweetness of being soft with it, of being in peace. We call on to support to face all obstacles in life, to transform smoothly. Once more. And then release, place your back foot on the ground. Find stability here again. Bring your hips square. Make sure your blocks are close to you now. And then with your straight spine, you move forward. Keep your baby gently embraced again like a hammock. So your spine can be straight and your back is very strong. And then place your hands on the blocks. Inhale, find length here. And you can stay either here or maybe even a a little bit higher, so you can really find which position is good for you. Or you can release over your left leg. Tilt your left hip a little bit back. Find stability and grounding through your legs. And at the same time, this is a beautiful bowing position. You can really bow down to Mother Earth, and that she is holding you and supporting you in this beautiful natural process of becoming a mother, being a mother, carrying a child within you, letting it grow, nourishing it, and being the strong, beautiful container to create new life and to birth it into the world. This is such a magical, wonderful process. And really honor it, bow down to it. And from here, come up with your spine, straight spine again. Place your blocks on the side. Bring your hands to your hips. With a straight spine, come up. Find to the top of your mat again. And once into a stable grounding Tadasana. Close your eyes, allow your system to come back to this neutral standing position and to really feel the stability in just standing here. With a beautiful white stand, strong as a mother, strong as a beautiful wise tree growing on this earth. And then you take your blocks again, you go to your wall, and you can place yourself on the wall, maybe with a little bit distance, but so that you can behold. And then move your legs apart from each other. Your feet are parallel, and see just what stand feels good to you, how wide you want to open your legs here. And then place your blocks on the ground in front of you. And inhale, you come into a half forward fold. And maybe you stay here. Sometimes in pregnancy we have to deal with nausea or circulation gives us dizziness. So you can stay here if that's the case for you. And if you want to, you can exhale and come into a deeper forward fold. Find your position, either a half forward fold or a full one. And then place one block in the middle, in between your legs. Bring your hands to your hips, strong legs, and through rooting into the ground, you can come up again to standing position. Bring your hands to the wall and slide gently down to a sitting position into Malasana pose. And sit on your block, lean back to the wall and bring your fingers again, your peace fingers, into Boom Mudra. As at the beginning of our class, to really ground, to feel the connection to the earth, the stability and the grounding that you can feel held by Mother Earth. You can feel held by yourself, by the people around you supporting you. You can really relax and surrender into this moment now. One more deep breath. From here, you walk your feet together. You keep your block if you want to. And we come into cow face. That means we bend our right leg, bring it to the left side, and we bring our left leg across the right one and walk it also to the right side. So our feet are now, our right foot is on the left side, our left foot is on the right side, and our knees are on top of each other. And then we can bring our fingers again to the ground. in Mudra. And this is a beautiful hip opener and is a beautiful pubic bone relief. So if you have pain in your pubic bone and other hip openers are a little bit painful or too much, this is a beautiful hip opener position to relieve and release pain and tension in your pubic bone. So also here, keep this feeling of rooting down into the earth, and your root system of your baby and yourself are intertwined, are woven with each other. With every breath, with every heartbeat you're both taking, with every heartbeat of you both, with every breath you're taking, the roots are growing deeper and stronger into the earth. And there's a beautiful tree of life growing within the both of you. And keeping a bond, creating a bond between the both of you, what is undestroyable, what is stronger than everything else on this earth. Release your fingers, and we do a little break dance right now. So place your feet on the ground, and then you twist towards the right side, and you turn until your legs are on the other side, and you face the front again. So now your left leg is bent and on the bottom. Your left foot is on the right side, and your right leg is above, and your right foot is on the left side. And here you can straighten your left arm, and a little stretch for your shoulders and your neck. And then you can if you use your right arm, you can let your right ear fall towards your right shoulder. Play around with your neck, circle a little bit. Find the spot where you can feel a beautiful stretch in the left side of your neck. Probably has a lot of tension too during pregnancy. It's beautiful to also stretch and release our neck muscles, our shoulders. One more breath here. Release, take your left arm, stretch it to the right side, and let your left ear fall towards the left shoulder, and find this beautiful length in the right side of your throat, of your neck. Your shoulders sink deep. And then release from here. Place your hands on the ground and release your feet. Place the block on the side. And then you can bring your hands behind you and just windshield wiper your knees from the left to the right, just to release every last tension in your hips and your pelvic floor, maybe even your belly or in your spine, to really relax into these final movements. And then we find into Shavasana. So for today, I would recommend you taking your blanket. So you can place your blanket underneath your left side body. I will get my bolster. I placed it out of the picture, so bring your bolster and place this blanket on your side body. And then come onto your right side. And you can straighten one leg, and you can bend the right leg and put your right leg on top of the bolster. You can place your head on a pillow or on the block. So make sure that your side body is really comfortable and hold. And your right hand can place in front of you or on your bolster, wherever it feels good. So make sure you can lay on your left side. And then close your eyes to the final Shavasana. The most important asana in our yoga practice, to really allow yourself to relax, to get soft and open in your whole system, so you can integrate and process the whole yoga class, the intentions we set, the transformation we went through. And I invite you to stay here. And I will sit down, but please stay in your Shavasana. You don't have to move anymore. I will come into sitting position just to be able to hold space for you and to guide you through a final short visualization or meditation. If you just want to be in a quiet space, then just let my voice path and just stay in your own space. But if you want to, you can listen and let yourself guide through a beautiful meditation. So allow your breath to flow gently and calm, very softly in and out of your body. And allow your heartbeat to synchronize with your baby's heartbeat. So you both become one. You both will have the same heartbeat, the same beat of life, the same pulse of life is flowing through you both, through you and your baby. And really relaxing, surrendering into this moment, into your Shavasana. Let your body melts into the ground. You feel held by the earth, by the ground underneath you, by your own practice, by your life. And then you find yourself with the baby in your belly, sitting in a beautiful natural landscape, somewhere in pure nature, surrounded by beautiful mountains and a mountain river, by fields and foresty areas. Find yourself in this beautiful, peaceful, calm landscape. Maybe you visited already once, or maybe it's a fantasy landscape. And you are standing right next to a beautiful, strong, tall, old tree with a strong, beautiful trunk and a beautiful big crown carrying fresh green leaves and fruits in its crown. And you hold the trunk of the tree with your hand. You can really feel the structure. You can feel the beautiful sensation of the tree on your fingertips. You greet this tree, and then you sit down on it. You lean your back on the tree, let yourself hold by it. And you lay your hands on the ground, and you can really feel your baby's heartbeat being the same heartbeat, what's beating in your chest, the same pulse of life. And while you're sitting there, feeling the beautiful fresh air on your skin and the warm sun is touching you, You smell this fresh, beautiful smell of nature, of the tree, of the fresh soil. Maybe you can smell this very unique smell of a mountainy area. And you can see these beautiful natural colors around you, and you realize that this landscape is full of life. Nature is full of life, and it is in its full blossom of life and its full expression. And suddenly you realize that you are not separated from this nature, from this landscape, that you are one. And you can feel this oneness melting with this landscape, and feeling like this life is flowing through you. This beauty, this pure nature you see around you is flowing through you too. You are an expression of this life. And then you can see these deep roots of the tree growing into the earth are the same roots growing out of you into the earth and connecting with all of life around you and giving you new life energy through this root system, nourishing you and your baby, supporting you in the process of letting new life grow within you. And at the same time, you can really see this beautiful tree, this beautiful crown, these beautiful blossoms of this tree you're sitting on, growing within you too, going through the same process of growing new life, of getting strong and stable, of being whole. And now you have the certainty that it doesn't matter which storm, which rain, which cold, which drought you're facing in your life, which obstacles you're facing in your life. You are whole. You are strong. As it is your baby, you both are whole and strong through this beautiful tree of life growing within the both of you, connecting you both. And you enjoy this moment sitting there, soaking in this beauty of nature, of all of life around you, and really experiencing that this life is living within you too, feeling it in every cell of yours, feeling it through carrying new life, through carrying this beautiful little baby in your womb, nourishing it, allowing this baby to live, to grow, to develop, and to give birth, to bring it, to introduce it into this world, to nourish it, and to nourish this little baby so it can grow into a beautiful, strong, wise tree itself. And now you can stay here in your little meditation with your beautiful tree of life. You can stay in your Shavasana. It's always an invitation to stay longer, for as long as you want to and need to. You only can profit from it, so feel free to just close your computer or ignore everything else and just stay here and enjoy your Shavasana, your final meditation. Or if you want to, you can slowly come back into your body before you start moving. Just breathe deeply into your body. Wake yourself up as after a wonderful long sleep. And then gently bring your bolster out of it, remove it from the mat, and gently move your body a little bit, stretch. Just start with gentle, slow movements so you can keep this beautiful, soft quality of the yoga class. And then in your own pace, whenever you're ready, find into a sitting position of your choice, supported by the blanket underneath you or pillow or block. Keep your eyes closed and then raise your arms. Bring them into the Lotus Mudra. Set your intentions again, this beauty, the sweetness, stability and grounding in this beautiful phase of pregnancy, of growing your life within you. The strength to face all obstacles and to be a soft and wise mother and guide for your baby. And bring the lotus flower full of these beautiful energies to your heart. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra together. Bow your forehead to your fingertips and give yourself the most beautiful smile. Send the smile to your heart, to your baby's heart, and to thank both of you for being here, for taking time for this yoga practice. Thank your baby. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And we finish with an Om. We breathe deeply into the nose. Om. Bring your hands together again. And see the light within you and within your baby, and bow down to your inner light and to the light of your baby. You're both shining. Namaste.